Hello guys, good evening. So I was doing some research over the things like how this AI and other type of things are working nowadays. So I have researched over some of the topics, and even I have tried multiple tools like Grok, Gemini and ChatGPT as well. Since Gemini is having their open source tool, that is AI Studio, and they have released their APIs that can be used for the open source projects as well. So by this last weekend, I was researching over something and I was trying to do some kind of fun type of thing, like to do a text styler and other type of thing. So I decided to generate a text styler, and then after I proceeded with other type of things like social media design maker or anything kind of a thing. And even I have developed a utility for a password tool that checks the password over this. You can check and analyze your password, and even you can also generate your secure password here as well. And there is also a UML diagram generator as well. So, like to say, you can generate anything of your need here. Like to say, let's generate a UML diagram for this one. So it will be like this one. This is the basic one. API gateway calls, query, dispatches, like this thing. So this diagram generator works over the Gemini API in the backend, and it uses Fast API for the Fast API as a backend tool, which serves this whole tool or a website. That is, this website is known as a Project DevOps tools. So it is a subsidiary tool website which is designed over a subdomain of tools.projectdevops.in. So this is used to design a diagram like a UML diagram, or you can generate the PlantUML as well, and as well as a Mermaid. So right now it is a Mermaid, and you can use different layouts here. So this is a tertiary thing. This is not a primary thing, but after that I shifted over some of the development tools as well. So as a DevOps engineer, the first thing came to my mind, like to go ahead and generate a Docker file from this thing. So right now, these days, we can go ahead straightly and give the command to ChatGPT or Gemini or a Grok, anyone else, or even the Perplexity as well. So they can generate a Docker file for us. But the thing is, like, we will have to provide the full details, even with the manual environment variables and everything, so that they can go ahead and generate a Docker file for us. So here is a dev tools that is known as I'm having like these type of dev tools as of now, and I'm expanding it to some of the other things as well, like a Kubernetes, and even a playground for the Kubernetes and a Docker to practice the things over here. So you will be able to practice your Docker knowledge, even a Kubernetes knowledge over this tool or over this website. So let me show like how this Docker file generator works. So let us go ahead. So this is a fast API with Redis support. So if we want to use a Python, whatever the version we want to use, like if we want to use the Python version, we will select the different type of things like a Debian or a base OS. So we will go ahead and use the base OS as a Ubuntu, and package manager is a apt, apk or yum. So whatever we want to use, even we can go ahead and straightly set up a work directory here, and we can give the start command for this one, like a cmd command that we do, and the last of the Docker file, and then we can go ahead and pass the requirements.txt. As of now, this is a fast API version, like we are generating a fast API application Docker file with a Redis support. Even if we do not need a Redis, so we can remove this one. Even we if we want to add another environment variable, we can go ahead with that one as well. And extra packages, if we need some of the extra packages with this machine or with this tool, we can straightly go ahead and pass this as comma separated. extra packages in this command. Even whatever the export port you want to export, you can select from here. Even if you want to add a custom port, you can go ahead and add this thing even. And if you want a multi-stage build, a non-root user, you want to add health check, so you can go ahead and pass these environment variables, and this will generate a Docker file here. So it will take 2-3 seconds, and then it will go ahead and straightly generate a Docker file for you. So stage 1 is a build one, and stage 2 is a run. So if you don't want a multi-stage build, you want a single stage thing, so you can also go ahead and pass this one. So now this will generate a basic Docker file. In the same way, we have a SQL query generator. In the same way, we are having a CI/CD pipeline generator as well. So CI/CD pipeline, we can go ahead and generate a CI/CD pipeline for this one. So right now I have added two of the features like GitHub Actions and Jenkins, and in future we will be expanding it for the CloudBees CI, and also we will expand it for from other tools as well. And as a DevOps engineer, my first thought process was to go ahead and whenever I feel a problem like there is nothing, or I have not explored any tools like this, that is why this tool I have designed. This is a particularly a personal project where you can go ahead and generate your CI/CD pipeline commands, or whatever the CI/CD pipeline, even in a Jenkins, even in a GitHub Actions. You can select the source code management like a GitHub, GitHub, Bitbucket, and you can select the default branch. You can particularly select on push, on pull request, and whatever, like push branches like a develop branch or a release branch you want to select. Here you can go ahead and select if you want to add a custom branch for the push branch and whatever. And tags pattern, if you want to release, if you want to select the different type of tags pattern. Even if you want to select the cron scheduler as well, even if you want to select the Docker image repository as well. Even here you can add a custom Docker repository as well. Even you can pass the registry registry auth, like whatever you want to support here. And then you can also add the host and other things as well. And then you can also pass the test command. If you don't want to pass the test command, then it will not, you can also select this one and deploy the things. Like if you don't want to this, if you don't want a deploy stage into this, like Argo, either in Argo, customize, kubectl or hem, then you can also deselect it, or either you can select any of the environment. Even you can select the staging environment, develop environment, or any of the environment you can add here. So staging is a develop, prod is a main, and here it is a staging. If the environment is staging, then the branch is a develop and requires approval if you want to set. So there are, I have added custom fields here so that you can go ahead and select, and then you can also set up a notification system with this one, and webhook URL. So and then we can go ahead and definitely generate a CI/CD pipeline over the GitHub Actions. So it will generate a GitHub Actions CI/CD pipeline. You can use it, and this is a reusable tool. And also you can provide your own environment variables here. If you will see like environment variables, we can pass the environment variables and other things as well here. And even if you want to build case, enable the build case and other things, and commit SSH, whatever you want to use, you can go ahead and use it. AWS secret access key and whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and straightly pass this thing. And also you will get some notes here so that you can see like what is the particular CI/CD pipeline is doing right now. So let's proceed with another tool, that is a CLI generator. This is a CLI command line tool. Like if you want to design some automation script, then you can use this CLI command generator. You will just have to choose some of the functionality. Like right now it will generate a backup logic or a backup command line execution tool for a Linux machine, Mac OS, or a Windows machine, any target you want to add, like a Python, Bash, or PowerShell. You just need to select and click generate CLI. It will be just going ahead and generating a script for you, and that can be used. So right now you don't have to provide here, you don't have to provide the particular syntax or prompt in like we do in a like particularly we do in chat gpt. You just need to go ahead and select the drop downs. Like I have added everything even as possible as I can add. So as much as I can add, I have added everything into this, and still it is under development process, and it is in a development phase. So I will be adding more tools even for in future, like in near future. I am also adding a learning tool here. So you will see ILE environment, integrated learning environment here, where you will be able to use the Docker file or anything like you if you will be you want to practice the Docker when you want to practice to say like Kubernetes knowledge, you can come to our playground and practice your Kubernetes and Docker. And we will be adding more things like to generate a Terraform script, to generate a CloudFormation script, and it is already in a pipeline, and I will be adding. So this is and this was something a basic program or a basic user interface for this one. I have tried to improve it as much as I can, and all the improvement and everything is in process right now and progress right now. So that is all from my end. And the backend and tech stack, let me explain you the tech stack that what I have been using here. So in the front end I have used React and some of its component and some of the other packages as well. And after that, in the backend I have used Fast API, which is based on a Python, and it is a REST API based web framework or API designing framework. And after that, I have used Gemini as a AI tool or a Gemini AI Studio. So in the backend, my system also uses the Gemini to generate these scripts, generate these logics for you. And after that, I have been using servers from the AWS and everything from the AWS. So thanks to AWS for their platform to host our system. The whole thing is hosted on the AWS. And other thing, thanks for the Python open source environment where we are using, and thanks to Google for providing the AI, open AI type of thing like open. No, it's not open AI. Let me correct myself. It's a Gemini. So they have been providing those things in a open source way. That is all from my end, and we will meet again with the next introduction soon. Bye and take care.